What's up, everybody? It's In Tune with TVD, and we are here today with DJ H3LLNAH. In Tune is a podcast, a interview-based discussion and safe space to talk with some incredible creatives in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and really just talk about what they're building, what they're doing. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yes.
So to kind of just start it off, tell me a little bit about yourself, like as an introduction, where you grew up. Yeah.
So I'm from the West Bank.
Cute.
I grew up in the West Bank. I'm not sure that I can claim the West Bank still though. So I literally only lived there. I went to school uptown mostly. Okay. I didn't go to high school here. I was in Virginia.
Oh shit.
Then I came back down here for Loyola, studied music industry, and now I'm here.
Yes, love that.
Yes, we're living my little double life. My barista.
Okay, cute.
By day, DJ by late night.
I love that. Honestly, it's a craft. You know what I mean? So I really love that. Okay, cute. Okay, from the West Bank. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta know. Tell me a little bit about how you started. I mean, I know you went to school for music, but how that journey of your own personal journey with DJing or just getting into mixing, so.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been into music. I was playing guitar as a middle schooler, and then I was trying to play metal guitar when I was, in high school.
Oh, I
had
love
my
that.
Little 7-string guitar.
Okay. Trying to start a little punk band?
Trying to, but I was where I was in Virginia was super isolated,
Gotcha.
I would say. So yeah, I wanted to, but those dreams, not to say that those dreams never happened, but I just I was just kind of doing my own thing at my house. And then the DJing thing, I think about this a lot, because I'm not sure what prompted me to get a little DJ controller. I got a little SB2, and I gifted myself that for Christmas one year, and it was actually right after I left here in 2015. And I do not remember what prompted me to get that, but I used to just do blends in my bedroom. There's one that I'm proud of, where it's
I was about to say, any particular that I feel you think about now, and you're shit, I was doing some shit there,
yeah. Well, actually, there was, before I got the controller, I was DJing. I had an iPad, which I gifted myself because I worked in Res Life, and got a little DJ app on there, and I mixed together Shook Ones by Mobb Deep with The Roof by Mariah, Carey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay.
And I actually, recorded that one, because I was just
that's amazing.
And I was this song's so good, and then went into Bjork. A Bjork remix.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh. So those are the foundation moments.
Yes.
Okay,
yes. That's a core moment. And then that, I guess, led to me getting that controller. And I made a vaporwave blend with Tommy Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yep. I remember that one. But yeah, I had that DJ controller for a second, and then fast forward a couple of years, and I was living back down here.
Sweet.
And I was dating this person at the time, and they were crafting this black and brown punk festival called Deep Cuts.
Nice.
It was Ashley Teamer, Brandon, also known as Heel Turn, and my partner, who is Ryan. And they were organizing it, and they were do you want to play the after party? They're you got a DJ controller? I was oh, I do. Yes. I guess you're right.
Right.
Yeah, so that's literally how it started, and it went from there.
That's crazy.
And that very first show was at Three Palms in 2017 with Delish.
Okay.
And Stash Marina. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. And it's so interesting to see this, that was just a personal thing, and then fully just being in a space with community where people were just have fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel that's a really beautiful way to kind of just come into the scene, you know what I mean? So that's really beautiful.
It was really cute. I was really happy it happened. of course, you know, it was filled with like hours of technical difficulties at the beginning. We were like, we can't hook you up. We don't know how to make the noise come out.
That's funny
like,
as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
but eventually, once it got started, yeah,
right.
it was a good time. Okay, definitely.
Okay, I love that. So then, moving on. Then, tell me a little bit about the different genres that you like to mix. Talking about, I guess one of the questions that I have on here is like, what are some of like those earliest memories being young and listening to like house music or even just like in techno?
I would say like even when I first started DJing, I was doing some house music, but I was doing mostly like East Coast club music, and also there's this label out of Mexico called Nafi.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing a lot of like songs from them, and they just kind of like they did like reggaeton, like like dembo, and
yes.
All of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like mixing that. I was also doing like pussy rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like Cash Doll and like early Megan and
I
stuff
fucking
like
love
that.
Yeah.
Just like doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I was doing more rap shows than anything at that point. Like I was coming on as a DJ to other people who was rapping, and there was a lot more variety shows back then too, so there was a lot happening, but that was mostly the vibe. But then it's sort of like, okay, I idolize this artist, his name is LSDXOXO, and I would say that he is probably my biggest influence in like how I DJ now and how I've come into as a DJ.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I was mimicking a lot of like his sets and everything, like in the beginning. Like he did a lot of ballroom, like a lot and I think he's from Philly. So he did a lot of East Coast club, like Baltimore club, Jersey club, all of that. So I was utilizing a lot of that in my sets.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Yeah, you lit," blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Oh."
I know, and it's also like so beautiful, you know, because I feel like queer culture also just plays such a. I mean, it is literally like the antecedent of like all of these spaces and literally these subcultures that exist. So I don't know, like to see it so deeply intertwined in your work. I mean, you know, it's really beautiful to continue seeing like what that new wave also looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would say I came up where I am doing a lot of like DIY queer shows. Like we had like these events, dyke bars that we would throw in like people's houses, and other queer shows.
Yeah,
but the dyke bars are the main ones I remember. No, honestly, I kind of want to bring it back.
No.
But especially after the Deepest Last party.
No, please. Like,
yeah.
And that's another thing. And I mean, it's not even me to like interject. But I feel like, yeah, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, when we talk about music, we are also talking about communities, you know, that are built through those things. You know what I mean? So I guess, I mean, to relate it back to what you were saying about wanting to bring shows like that back, like, how does community play a part in what you do and, like, the music you want to just, like, I don't know, play and...
I mean, I do it literally because you know, that people be like, be the change you want to see.
Right.
Literally. I don't know. Actually, I'm pretty introverted, and I like keep to myself a lot, and I like to stay at home. I'm a Cancer, so yes, I like to be in bed, and I like to go to sleep.
No, the home is the heart. You know what I mean?
But. And it took a while, honestly. I had, like, imposter syndrome for a very long time. And I still do. But to sort of, like, see everybody in this sort of, like, I don't know, in such a, like, safe, loving space. Very queer, very, you know, I don't know, just fun, just different. I'm not trying to, like, bash anybody, but, like, it's something that I have been missing. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to it.
No, I love it. Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more from that to come. Once again, through music, so much community is united through multiple forms of art, through dance, like, and like you were saying, like being inspired by ballroom, you know what I mean? Like, and ballroom music, which is played such an important part in how I feel like even modern music now has changed, you know what I mean? Like, it's so popular now, so it's crazy, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of like my biggest influence. Like it's so I'm sad that there's not much of a ballroom scene down here, of course.
Yeah.
But and I haven't really been able to see like it anywhere else. But I don't know. I know people are trying.
I know, I agree. I'm like, we literally, like, not to interject this, but we
that.
talk about
no,
this all the
good.
time. It's like, damn, like, we, like, the necessity, and especially in a place like New Orleans, you know, like, I feel like this is a community that definitely could have such a strong ballroom scene. You know what I mean?
So many gay people here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people too that compete in balls, like in other parts of the South, who are from here and will go to balls elsewhere, right? So it's like, you know, how can that be created in a way where it's also respectful to culture, specifically to Black culture, because like ballroom is Black culture, and I think that it's a matter of also like understanding how that kind of plays in, like, I feel like current landscape in New Orleans, where there is definitely a lot of like rampant gentrification, and also talking about just like I feel like a lot has changed, like based on what I hear for conversations from locals, like, you know, like throughout the years things have just been like changing a lot. So I don't know, but that there is room and there is gonna be one. I'm very hopeful that it definitely is gonna come together.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Definitely. A lot of like, I think my approach to DJing also, and especially like as of lately, you know, like comes from like techno is Black, right? Like trying to like reclaim this Black music that has been like taken over. So I'm trying to I'm gonna say mediocrely, like it's not a word, but like that's kind of how it feels. Like, and so violently at the same time. Just trying to like reclaim all of that and sort of like reconnect everything. I'm actually going to a festival in New York next week called Dweller.
Okay.
It's all Black electronic music festival.
Well, that's gonna be amazing.
I'm excited for it.
We can segue too into playing some of the tracks that for the playlist, and I feel like that could get the conversation going.
For sure. So, I have fun with that. I don't think any of them are necessarily anything that I've ever played in a club, but maybe a couple, maybe two of them. But yeah, there's some that I listen to a lot. Very like moody.
Okay, I love that.
For sure.
Let's get into the Cancer energy then.
Yes. Yeah, basically. Oh shit.
This one?
Yeah, I actually still play this one at every set. This came out in 2018, and I've been listening to Unique for a while. I mean, since I started DJing, basically, and she's, you know, the queen of Jersey Club.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for her and glad to see like how much success she's gotten. I love Unique, but this song I still play in almost every set. I love this song. I'm just like, I'm sorry if I was tired of it.
No, it's just that energy that it brings.
No games.
Right, like that's literally what we're here for. Like,
yeah.
I love that. Yeah, cute.
I think that was like my one club track that I tried. Oh, this is Regal 86. Okay. This is actually one of my like I said, he has a lot of songs. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't know. This was just like, he does house very well. He does everything very well. He does like lo-fi. He does. I think he's from Mexico.
Oh,
so
sweet.
Yeah. He do everything.
Okay.
But yeah, that one is pretty good. And then the vocal samples are really well done in that song as well. That's another one. I'm just like, I'm sorry if y'all are tired of this.
No, like it's still gonna come through.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I guess like my one question for you, like leading up to just kind of talking about the playlist and everything, and even just in general when you are curating your own sets, what is the energy you're trying to embody? Or I mean, I'm sure it's different with everyone, but like,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to choose songs that literally make me feel something. Like, I'm a very, for lack of a better word, sedentary person. I like sitting. So anything that, like, makes me move, or, like, anything that makes me, you know, like, staying phase, like, I'm like, okay, that's going in there.
Right.
Definitely.
I love that. That's such a great way to describe it. I'm like, I'm sad, but I'm also very much listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, anything that, I think I have a knack for, like, choosing tracks that are, that are I mean, that activates something in you.
Yeah.
And trying to, like, you know, carefully curate them into a long mix that blends well with each other.
It's like,
But,